Hello, everybody, and bienvenidos to another episode of Is That an Owl Bear, a D&D podcast. I am your bilingual host, and I am here on this episode and every episode with the master of dungeons, the teller of stories, my brother from another mother, DM Joe.
Hi,
What
that's me. What's up?
That's-
I'm also bilingual, but not as charismatic. What's going on, everyone?
Well, you know, life has been lifing.
So
As as life does. Well, you are aware, you know, but I am not gonna be airing my dirty knickers on in the middle of the podcast.
that would be strange.
It would be
That would be
weird.
strange, and I'm glad that we've erred on the side of let's not do that.
Let's not do that. In the meantime, I'm just gonna quench my stress with some coffee, and that should do the trick. The New Yorker type coffee.
Coffee. I love this.
I appreciate it.
Some
coffee and some good combo, you know. Oh my goodness, I hate it. I need to stop.
Everything okay? Is everything going well? Are we all good?
I'm clearly having a minor panic attack, I guess, or
yeah. But I can help you with that because
amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about fun D&D things, which is gonna stir you away from the panic attack. But
I love that.
What I first want to talk to you about specifically is
me.
You. I want to talk about you. How was it? How was your first time playing D&D in, what is it, 10 years?
like 10 years, a solid 10 years. I think, honestly, I think that I might have been in a pipe dream, a member of another campaign for like a hot second, because I was just feeling really sad and stressed that I couldn't play with Joe in Panama. So I try to give something and somebody else a shot. And then I was like, after the first or second game, I was like, thank you.
So you cheated.
Thank you.
You cheated.
I cheated. I am sorry. I am sorry. I think that we need to have an open relationship regarding regarding our games. I mean, just saying, you have plenty of players and I only have one DM. It feels a little unbalanced.
I mean, that seems like a you problem, if I'm honest. Ooh. Ooh. Also, don't do this, guys. This is super toxic. People can have multiple DMs. I am she's my sister from another mister.
Yes, yeah. You did it. You got it.
There we go. So
we got banter. Her. We got banter. This is jokey joke. This is a jokey joke. I guess trigger warning, because some people do get affected by this. A little too late, I guess. But it was a jokey joke.
We're doing our best.
Yes, we really are. But yeah, no, it was shit. It was amazing. Truly, it was really fun. First of all, the campaign that we currently have, like the people that we have, I had no idea. Can we say player? We're not saying players' names. I had no idea when that one player said, "Oh, I've only been playing for like less than a year." I was like, "Sir, you are lying." Sir, honestly, you're a liar.
Ori is the name of his character. Ori. When he's in 2 campaigns with me, and in the first time I was like, oh god, this guy has like a bunch of experience. He's really good, super charismatic, like he plays really well. And then he was like, no, I fell into this about like 4 months ago. I think he said 3-4 months. I was like,
something. I was like, no, you're lying.
What?
You are lying. He called me out immediately on what I had to do and didn't have to. And I'm like, sir, what you mean? You've been playing for 4 months. I mean,
he knows his shit. Like he
really does.
But I mean, for all players, like all that it is just kind of reading. If I'm honest, it's knowing your shit in D&D is just taking some time outside of game time to read, go over what your character can do, and then through repetition, which is what happens with D&D. Through repetition, you learn the basic rules, what's a hide, like when you hide, how much armor you get, what's advantage, disadvantage, and all that. So it's one of those things that thankfully the rules are the same for several things. So you just eventually just by osmosis, that's not the correct usage of that. But you
No.
learn. You learn it.
Yes, you do. And I'm gonna be very honest. That is honestly one of my weak points, and I recognize it. I am not just a professional procrastinator. I also I know that I do struggle with like reading in my alone time when I can, but it's definitely something that needs to happen for Dungeons and Dragons, for your betterment, to have a better time as a player, because otherwise you don't know what the hell you're doing. It also helps, truly helps your party, your DM, if you know what you're doing. And we've said this before, and I'm just going to reiterate this because now being a player, it's very easy to say all of this shit as a player who hasn't played in a really long time.
Now you're being held accountable.
But I am being held accountable now, and I'm going to be very honest with y'all. Yes, it was my first game in a really long time. Yes, it was kind of like a last minute thing, and I recognize that I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off a little bit. But realizing, having that like realization that in order for this to work for everybody, you need to, at the very least, have an idea of where in the website or in the book the thing that you need to read is at. If you don't remember it, that's okay. That's okay. But at least know where to look.
Like, yeah, you don't have to memorize your attributes and ability scores. You just need to know, like, make a perception, and you're like, okay, that's this column here. I don't know what it is. It's in alphabetical order. So, like, perception, I'll look for the piece.
Correct. Take the time to familiarize yourself with your character sheet. If you're playing at a tabletop, like, this is your cheat sheet. It's literally a cheat sheet. So take the time to know where the information that you will be using over and over again is really at. It might take a little bit to get used to it. I get it, but it's the best thing that you can do. If you're going to be playing online, if you're going to be playing on D&D Beyond, also take a moment, because that even though that character sheet is the standard character sheet, it's a little like it to me. It was a little harder to get used to because I had not been faced with this character sheet before. So just take a moment to figure out where things are at, how you can how can you subtract your health from your total HP. Like, it might sound like daunting at the moment, and it ends up being like the silliest, easiest thing to figure out.
It's
but if you don't know where it is, it's like it's chaos. It's chaos.
That's a very good point. And just on that note, like, how was it for you playing with a virtual tabletop? Because we've played online before, but we didn't use a virtual tabletop. Everything was theater of the mind. Like, I was if I play in person, I'm still theater of the mind. But if online, there's all these nifty little tools that I'm using virtual tabletops, particularly using Forge. Not sponsored, but we could be. How was it for you?
At some point, there's going to be a space here for a sponsor's ad. We're just going to have a weird, awkward silence. And then I'm just going to add a sponsor, because why not? They can be made up until they no longer are. What?
That moment could be now.
Right? Stay tuned for sponsor break. We're back.
So how was it? How was your virtual tabletop experience, moving your little token and seeing the maps and all that?
It was a little daunting, not gonna lie. It was a little daunting because I am so used to theater of the mind that, because like, even though I have had the privilege and luck to be in multiple parties with people who really keep track of what is going on, I am not that person. I am not she. She is not me.
They're not even cousins.
No, 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 at all. Like, I don't know her.
Yeah.
So,
Lives in
so
another country.
yeah. So it was just very convenient to have any of my friends being like, no, no, you can move this amount. And I'm like, oh, amazing, because I'm here to have a good time, not stress myself out. And Cristina can get stressed out really easily. But now,
You do
playing
know
with,
her.
now I have to be acquainted with her. Now I might not want to talk to her, but I got no fucking choice. We we have to make it through together, hating each other, but hand in hand.
Well, I don't,
I what?
is it hate? Like, because it might be daunting, but in the end, it's so useful to like.
It is very useful.
It's
I
like
don't
playing a
hate
fucking.
her.
It's
I don't hate her. I
video
just
game.
don't like her right now.
Yeah, because right now
Well,
she's daunting.
well, yeah,
She's like bullying you.
right now she's very assertive,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. Right now she's telling me what I have to do, and I'm like, I don't know you. Like, get off my lawn. I don't know. But I have to get used to what this is, especially at one point in the at one point in the storyline when everybody chose to make the more challenging choices, right?
Yes.
I was just like, I'm gonna follow them. No, I'm over here, but I'm actually over there. But at some point, I moved it. Oh no, where am I? Am I in a tree? Like I just, I was very stressed. I was very confused.
Well, like the thing that session in particular, it for those to kind of get an idea, what happened was she left first because there were like a bunch of hounds that were going to chase them. So she left first. So her token moved to a different map. And then there was a
I'm
lot
talking
of
even
back and forth.
before that, but finish,
Oh,
finish.
you were
Yeah, I'm
okay.
talking even before that. When we were deciding where we were going and where we were hiding, at one point, I moved my token out of fear. I was in like, my character was still in a different place where my token was at. And I was just like I was so scared. I was so eventually, either way, I would have made it to a different map, but I was just moving her out of panic, out of sheer panic.
Work. It's worth noting to all of our listeners that she's playing a barbarian and she was the first character to leave.
I was like,
So
fuck it.
the
Well, she's also chaotic.
yes, but the tank was like, what?
The tank was like, I didn't want this in the first place, and
The
turned
tank,
around.
yeah.
The tank was like, hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Yeah. Very that. And then the tank left. So it was left with I think there's a fighter. I don't remember all of the classes off the top of my
A
head, but like
druid.
there's a druid, a rogue, and something.
And
And
something else.
yes, and the way the tank left, and they all just kind of
I was like,
swirled.
bye.
Yeah,
Literally, I was the only I left with the NPC. I left the other three characters just to fend for themselves.
but like they were like there. I thought I was very very clear. I was like, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like it was clear that level 1 people couldn't handle it. Like
And
I was like, how?
trying.
And then they were still like, no, let's go. So I love D&D because players will try everything except fleeing, and then when they die they're like, what happened?
I was so for fleeing. I was like, here, let me cast my vote. I got my ballot. I got this. Let's just go, guys. Let's just go. And then it was like, nah, I'm gonna go right over there, right behind them to see what's going on. Granted, we got a lot of very interesting information.
You did.
But there's a massive target in our backs right now that we didn't have before, and there was no need to be
there. We started off with a little plot hook of wrong place, wrong time.
Literally, I think that is just gonna be the theme of the entire campaign. Just wrong place, wrong time, because we just That's what we chose. That's where we went. Like, it's gonna haunt us forever now. It's just what's gonna be.
You saw things you didn't need to see, and now
I
it's a
did not need to
problem.
see any of that. And like, I believe me, when I was in the other map, I was over here, just like I panicked moving my little thing around in the other map. I was over here, like sitting, facing the camera, like dead into the camera, like right now. Just like just sad, just thinking, should I go back? I don't want to die. But they're by themselves. I am the tank. I don't want to die. Like the action that it will take me to get back, I'm gonna get got. I'm gonna get got, and I don't want to get got. Like I don't want to create a new character. We have talked about TPK before, and we were this close.
They're still
See
that
how my
close.
fingers are already, they're still touching. They're still touching.
You're still that close because
We're not gone.
like
We're still there.
We ended the session in a cliffhanger with 2 people landing.
That's where we're starting today.
Yeah, that's where we're starting
Like,
today. And you're on a different map with Tyrell, your friend elf, and
yeah, he finally made it.
He made it. Him and the healing NPC. And if here, I'm gonna spoil something for you, Cristina. There's 2 things that could happen within the first hour of the game.
No,
what?
We all die. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another character ready just in case. Just
2,
in case. No.
You level up.
I mean, it is a harrowing situation, so it would merit a level up, right?
If you survive.
Like, if we...
so level 2 snaps.
Oh no.
So
I have not had like this just laugh crying with Joe because of Joe in a really long time. So it's great and it feels rewarding, but it's also like
one of our players, he's playing Lisvan. He's a rogue, and it was his first time playing in a while. He had never played online, and it was his first session with me. And as everything was going on, at one point he just looked dead in the camera and he was like, "Is D&D always this stressful?" And I lost it. I fucking lost it. Because it's not meant to always be stressful, but it is. But it is. And it was a good beginning. I don't know if we've talked about what the story is. No. But I want to just kind of give a prelude, because you'll probably hear us talk about as we keep playing. It's just an easy way to kind of kind of talk with Cristina, a new player, kind of seeing what she sees, gauge, thank you, what she's liking, what she's not in general about D&D. So the setting, we're playing in Exandria, which is amazing, and
we're excited.
Very excited. Playing in someone else's playground is fantastic. I haven't done it ever, and I'm excited. I'm just like a sponge, just trying to absorb everything about Exandria, and there's a lot of nifty little things there. But the main premise is Singorn, yes, the Elven city is missing. It's gone back into the Fade, and as any fan of Critical Role knows, this is something the city can do. So all of the characters have arrived to Singorn and are just kind of like, wait, we had business in this city. And they're like, well, yeah, the city's gone. There's a massive crater. So I really like that map specifically. It was pretty nifty.
It's really badass. It was really badass.
Thank you. And they kind of see that there's like evil little fake creatures as well, so they have to fight with them. So they're also like, why are there so many fake creatures? And they start exploring. They begin to see these rifts into the elemental planes around, and that's also really bad because they're not supposed to be rifts all over the place. So they're now in the middle of the Verdant Expanse, trying to get to the gate that Artagan, yes, asked the Vox Machina to create, as a hopping between the worlds. They're trying to get there, but now there's all these rifts, and then somebody saw them and is aware of their presence, that they know of the rifts. So now they know things that they shouldn't. So And all they want to do is get to Singorn and do their little business. And now they're being chased by shadow mastiffs.
I
And
just
it's just
met these
not.
people.
Yeah. And you're all thrust together into an adventure because
That's
of
just how
wrong
it goes.
place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time. Bubba. Oh man, it's exciting. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. It really is. Like I'm I'm gonna be very vulnerable right now, but it's just I want to give my character and everybody else's character the respect that they deserve in this world. They are real people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is so for any role-playing game, for any performance in the world that this is set at. They are real characters, and I truly want to be able to do right by the character that I'm going to be playing, and to be respectful of these other characters within their community, right? As in what they each bring to the game. And I'm concerned, not concerned, but I am a little scared. I'm a little, I guess, very self-aware right now. It's so weird. I don't know that it's because it's an online thing. I don't know if I would be feeling the same way if it were a tabletop thing. I don't know if it's because these are people I don't know. Um, but it's exhilarating and thrilling, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. One thing about the platform that I'm still, oh, look at my little pushy, that I'm still not sure about. You said that in the map there would be like little things sprinkled about, hidden, that we could like find. Have we encountered any of those so far that we've just simply fully missed? I don't know how to do it. Like you said, to what? To just like
With
flick
your
about?
mouse, with your mouse, no. With your mouse wheels, you can zoom into the image because I make the
Uh-huh.
maps, right? So I
Right.
hide some of the chests that you'll find are going to be very clear view, and some of them are going to be like
Behind a
layered
bush.
beneath a bush where you only see the little corner. So you can
Oh.
zoom in with your mouse wheel to like look at the
Oh.
I'll look for these little treasure chests. So yeah, something I do with my virtual tabletops, because I make all my maps, I hide little treasure chests within them, and when people find them, it could be really useful shit, or it could be like you
A
found
mimic.
someone's hidden. Yeah, I did that too. That was pretty great.
No.
Players were
No.
super
So I'm glad
excited,
I didn't find shit then.
but there could be really good magical shit too.
Ugh, fine. Not like I use magic. I'm a barbarian. I really, honestly, like for real, I'm a Taurus. If I could choose to be uh, a Marvel character, I would probably go with Hulk, because it goes with my personality. Not even She-Hulk, just the Hulk. So I feel like I can really transmit that to a barbarian, right? But this barbarian, she's also a a satyr. So she's supposed to be whimsical and like happy and like, ooh, a little a fake little girl. Bitch, nah. I am trying to keep her like really, really nice and funny and level-headed, but the moment that shit hits the fan, she's just gonna hit you like with her feet. Like, have you ever been kicked by a goat?
Can't say that I have. Fortunate, unfortunate, something.
Yes. Well, neither have I, but I know people who've been kicked by horses,
And
or small horses at that, and
it
that is
hurts
not
slash
great.
breaks
It
backs. No, it's
it
not
really
great.
fucking it really
No,
fucking hurts.
I'm very excited for the characters. I think it's a good combo. I like how it's gonna work out. The players themselves also very fun. Three actually all of them are playing with me in other games, so I've seen what they can do and what they enjoy, and I'm very flattered that they seem to enjoy playing with me, and I very
You
much
should
enjoy playing
be.
with
You're a
them. I
great dungeon
am.
master.
Thank you. I'm doing my very best. And actually one of those players was kind enough. He was like, um not to go into any details, but he sent me a very nice generous tip in regards to like helping him out, giving him information, and just I make myself available to my players. I might take me a while to answer, but I will get back to you in a day or two because I have
Because
several
life be
players in several
lifing.
games. Life be lifing. But he gave me a very generous tip, and I'm just gonna put that right back into my resources. I'm gonna buy a couple of books
That's amazing.
in D&D Beyond, because yes, that's what I wanna
To have them
eventually
available
for everyone,
for
any
everyone
race,
online. That's
class, and
amazing.
also just having access to all of those monsters is something that is really fun. Because when I'm sitting there and I'm like, I want a different battle, I want something different, and it takes me a while to just find what I'm looking for. And the more books I have, it's the more monsters. More monsters makes it more dynamic.
Of course. Well, monsters I'll be encountering. Can't say
Did,
that I'm thrilled, but I'm also very excited.
did you? How did it feel? How did it feel? First battle, because I started it off with a very, like, you guys just met and I immediately threw you into high stakes. How was that?
Well, um, I gotta say that my biggest fear was just manifested. For those of you who do not know, the dice never like me.
Never
It
like
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what game we're playing, what tabletop game we're playing. It really doesn't matter. The dice don't like me. And I was hoping that it was kind of like a physical die situation. No, no.
Butch Tina.
Just
You're Butch
Butch,
Tina.
Butch Tina was my grandmother's name.
Oh, well, it could be yours. You're Butch and
No, leave
Christina. Butch
it.
Tina. Butch.
No. But it was great. It was a quick, it was a quick little fight
It was meant to be a
that
quick little fight, like a quick little
a little, oh, look, what is this? What do you mean?
be friends.
Right?
You
Like,
kill
oh,
you kill things together, like get along.
exactly, bonding. But but everything I tried to do did not happen. My nifty little hand axe got stuck in a tree.
With your
I tried to,
when you
well,
rolled a one.
just, yeah, when I rolled a one, that was wonderful. I tried to rage and like get a bunch of the little guys away. It would have been what I had in my head. It was really just beautifully done. It flowed really well. No, no, she didn't make it. So she literally ran past one and just kind of like fell on the floor. This is not new to me.
It's not new to you. I love that you
Inability.
still I love that you still love playing tabletop games. So even though you're Butch team, like that says something for the activity. If
I
I'm
mean, yeah,
honest, like
I guess
that
because
adds to the experience or
truly it's
something.
just established. Like this is, I've been at this point. I've been playing tabletop games since 2010. It's been 13 years. The dice hate me, man. The dice fucking hate me. It's not even a joke. It's
Mhm.
pretty established. This is canon. This is
It's oh, what's the word of that? What's
curse.
no, well, curse, yeah, but it's one of those fixed moments in time. You having bad luck is a constant. What is it called in the MCU? A Nexus event.
Oh
Um,
no,
that's what it is.
I
You
hate
having bad
it.
luck with the dice is just next. Hopefully that was just that session, and this session you're gonna come in your 20s and be like,
Never take
I
me to a casino.
destroy it.
Just don't
No,
take me to a casino.
I wouldn't. Not I know your
Don't.
luck, but
I don't think it's fair for nobody.
so yeah, what are you looking forward to in playing? I mean, beside, well, just what are you looking forward to like long term in a campaign now that you're playing again?
I'm looking forward to the big role playing moments. That's just, I know that might be a little too broad, but that's what I love about tabletop games. That's the reason why I keep coming back. I love the just the stories. my favorite way of reading a book is audiobooks. I enjoy the dialogue, the building of the story through the telling of the story. And I love battles. Battles are great and battles are badass. But my thing is the role and the role play. I'm just really looking forward to see how you tell the Exandria story, how you paint the lore of this already existing world, how you, in your very much well, homebrew style of role playing, merge the two together to weave the story that you're looking forward to tell. That's what I'm excited about. Because I don't know, like you know that I have not really been watching Critical Role. I haven't like sat down to do any watch along of any of the seasons, but I have watched Vox Machina more than once.
It's good.
So yeah, so I'm really excited. I love these characters and I want to see, even though this is not canon, even though this is not real, I love fanfics. Okay.
It's canon
I
in my heart.
exactly. It is canon in our heart and in our tables and on Wednesdays. So I'm excited for the story. I'm here for the story, always have been. And
I
you
like
know,
that our first session had a nice tender like role-playing moment in that fire camp scene, even after the battle, and just having a moment to like be like, guys, what the fuck's going on? And some of the players were sharing a little bit of backstory, others were just listening. And so it's already evolving into being um a type of critical role story where those moments matter a lot and you can have entire sessions without battle. I always like having a little bit of action and
of
a
course.
little bit of role play. Like for me, that balance is important, but I always let players decide. Like I had no idea that you guys were going to take a long rest after the first battle and spend the night, but I thought it was very fitting to kind of create those bonds that are going to be so
Yeah, of
important moving
course.
forward.
Especially if we
So
were
I,
all kind of like shoved together out of nowhere, wrong place, wrong time.
mhm,
I feel like it was organically
yeah,
appropriate.
for sure. And I'm really excited also because I'm starting my second Exandria campaign tomorrow. It's the same,
Amazing.
yeah, it's the same premise. Rift Hunters is the name. And I'm just excited to see. I really like the multiverse aspect of me running games. Same story
Multiple
with different
games, same
groups.
story.
Yeah, just to see what people like to do.
I'm
It's always
so excited
surprising.
for that. I'm so sorry that I keep interrupting you, but like that just made me so excited because being a part of this campaign, and I know that we're going to be talking about this because yes, this is just our dynamic. So to be able to hear what the Thursdays campaign is going to be doing in the same setting, under the same circumstances, with the same premise, are they going to end up, like encountering the people that we did? Are they going to make the same choice? Are they going to head over there? Or are they just going to be like,
Are they
no,
gonna
no,
climb the
thank you?
tree?
Are they going to climb the tree? Are they going to get eaten by the dogs? Is it going to be a TPK? Is that not even a concern because they're not even going to take that route? I
It's exciting.
I'm
It's
excited.
I very much enjoy. I think it's really cool. But that being said, everyone, this is just a little tease of Christina enjoying D&D. We're
I'm so
gonna go ahead and
excited.
start wrapping it up with our usual game. Is that a blank? I've sent you an image, Christina. It is a leathered wing creature with shadow
Oh
coming
no.
around it. It has sharp jaws and talons that look massively black, and it flies aggressive, leaving a cloud of darkness behind it. What am I?
I have two suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
It's either a nightmare drake or a smoke dragon.
It's interesting. Neither of those are the correct name. First,
I
this is a
figured.
creature. This is a creature that is from Exandria.
Oh.
I wanted to keep it in theme. It's called the
Oh, well, look at that.
Gloomstalker, and they are terrifying winged predators that
A
reserve
dream
the
stalker?
Gloomstalker.
Gloomstalker. All right, all
Stalker.
right.
They resemble wyverns composed of twisting shadows with glowing eyes and dagger-like teeth. And one of their most well-known usage is that Gloomstalkers were employed by Arcanists and the followers of the Betrayer gods.
Oh.
As mounts in ancient battle of the Calamity. A respectable number of Gloomstalkers, now free of their burden, still hold hidden lairs scattered across the waste of Shorsas.
Well, damn.
They're not like the strongest enemies, but they pack a punch, and I'm looking forward to using them. Just shooting that out there.
Well,
Spoiler warning. Best of
well,
luck.
I'm terrified. Thank you.
You should be.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, the Gloomstalker can teleport up to 40 feet in an unoccupied space, so that's nice.
Fuck you.
That's
Fuck you
for
and your
you.
Gloomstalker.
That's for you and the Gloomstalker back there. That's not me.
Fuck you.
Now I'm gonna make it be 3 Gloomstalkers. Just saying.
No, do not punish the masses for my choices.
Well, this was a very fun. I'm really glad we're playing. I'm really glad we're talking about it.
Me
This was a fun
too.
episode. Thank everyone again for listening to another episode of Is That an Owlbear, a D&D podcast. You can find us on
Owlbear Pod.
You can find us on Twitter under Owlbear Pod 1, on Instagram and YouTube as Owlbear Pod. You can find me on Twitter as Joe Harrell. You can find me on Instagram at the DM Joe. And you?
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitch as Crispa Contreras. You can find me on TikTok and Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, as Crispa120. And also, just for you guys to know, we are gonna be streaming our Wednesdays campaign on my Twitch account. So if you want to come and check it out, by all means, check out our Wednesdays D&D campaigns on Crispa on twitch.tv/Crispa Contreras. There we go. I did it. I said it. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. Another episode of, as Joe said, Is That an Owlbear? We are leaving. So goodbye.
Bye.